Kelly Nash here with some MLB Tonight breaking news. Big deal in the works. The Cardinals have agreed to acquire Rockies third baseman Nolan Arenado. Now, the deal is not official, not yet. Some other things have to be finalized. But here's what we do know, courtesy of Ken Rosenthal. Cardinals have agreed to acquire Nolan Arenado from Rockies, sources tell The Athletic. Deal pending approval from both MLB and Players Union. Rockies sending Cardinals significant cash, believed to be in the $50 million range. And Arenado will be deferring money. So here's some names here, possibly going to the Rockies. But again, the exact package not confirmed. Let's bring in the writer of these tweets, shall we? For the details. The details, Kenny. We know you have them. What do you know?
Well, Kelly, this was always going to be a complicated trade because Nolan Arenado's contract is so complicated. Remember, he has a no-trade clause. He has an opt-out after 2021. My understanding is that he will retain the no-trade clause if he goes to St. Louis, and also will keep the opt-out after 2021 and gain another opt-out after 2022. So these are important details. He can actually become a free agent again at the end of the next season, this one coming up, or the 22 season. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. But for the Cardinals, this is obviously a huge move. It evokes memories of the Scott Rowland trade in 2002. Another disgruntled third baseman who they acquired and who found happiness in St. Louis, at least for a good amount of time. And same type of player, really. Arenado has said that Rowland is one of his idols. Rowland was a great defender, excellent hitter. Arenado, 8-time Gold Glove winner, excellent hitter. And the Cardinals now get finally the big bat that they need should this trade go through. And as I mentioned, it's pending approval from the commissioner's office and the league office. Arenado has to formally approve the trade through waiving his no-trade clause. So there's a lot of paperwork and details to get through, but this should be official perhaps by Monday.
So let me get this straight. The Cardinals are reportedly getting this guy on a 6-year, $150 million essentially steal?
Roughly, that's what it would be, Kelly. And for the Cardinals, that is a good deal, considering that Arenado is 29 years old. George Springer, about a year and a half older, just got 6 years, $150 million on the free agent market. So for Arenado, I would say that is a fair price, maybe even a bargain price by some estimates. But at the same time, they're giving up things, too. They're giving up prospects for that $50 million. Not their top guys, but middle-level pitchers and players. Austin Gomber was in the majors last year, sub-2 ERA in 29 innings, guy with some promise, starter or reliever. And the other prospects are younger, and we'll see how they fare. But the Rockies are essentially getting out of $150 million, if indeed $50 million is the number. So they save the $150. They get the prospects, and we'll see where they go from here.
Let's get back to why this had to happen. How did we get here, Kenny? It's been quite the story.
It has been, Kelly. It's been a saga. And it goes back to Arenado signing his extension in January 2019 with the Rockies. 8 years, $260 million. That was less than 2 years ago. And yet he signed it thinking that it was going to be a situation where the team built around him, and that did not happen to his satisfaction. In fact, the team got worse in those 2 years, and at the same time, he started feuding with the general manager, Jeff Bridich, at one point saying he felt very disrespected. This was last off season when he did not get traded. So his relationship with the front office soured. His feeling about the team wasn't the same, and eventually the Rockies came to realize they had a disgruntled player. He didn't want to be there. They wanted to save money, and that is why this deal in the Rockies' mind became necessary.